Throughout film history, there have been incredible performances, achievements in cinematography, advancements in special effects, and, of course, the numerous wonderful stories. I am such a huge fan of cinema, specifically the world building that it brings right to our eyes. And one of the components of true world building comes from props. Many of these props, these pieces of film history, have become iconic, and in some instances, they embody a legacy all their own. I'm not typically a maker of replica props. I enjoy building items of my own creation that fit within a particular universe. There have, however, been a few exceptions to this, and today is an example of one specifically. One of these pieces of film history that I've wanted in my collection for years has been the lightsaber hilt of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the original saber he wielded in A New Hope. As with many of the saber props in the film, it was constructed from many found parts. It was constructed using elements from a Browning machine gun, a Rolls-Royce Derwent engine balance pipe, and among other items, a Graflex flash gun clamp. The dichotomy of elements brought together in this unique way is what's drawn me to this particular bit of amazing propage. Now, for all of you well-informed and passionate replica builders out there, you have no doubt already realized that what I'm assembling here does not have any of those original vintage parts. This build, by definition, is not screen accurate. I did say I'm not much of a prop replicator. However, this build is more than simply a lightsaber reconstruction. In the end, I will have a very convincing Kenobi saber replica, and by all accounts, looks the part for the uninitiated. Yet this build goes deeper than that for me and this project. You see, most of the parts I'm using here were generously gifted to me by my friend Dennis. I had the privilege of spending a bit of time with some wonderful friends this past summer, and during that event, Dennis brought along a king's ransom in saber parts. You see, my buddy is a machinist and a lover of sabers. He both collects and makes his own parts, and he was kind enough to bring them and share them with friends. I will tell you, the experience of sitting at that table full of all these interchangeable parts truly made me feel like a kid again. Through all of those parts, I quickly realized there was enough recognizable elements that I could assemble a convincing Kenobi saber. You see, although this would not be considered a true prop replica, that is of little consequence, as this saber build is more special to me than if it had been built all with original parts. I will always think of my friend Dennis when I see this piece in my collection, and that carries far more value. I think it's incredible what this hobby has done for me and so many others that I've spoken with. Friendships made with people we may never have met without our need to geek out over nerdy things. Maybe this is too sentimental for a prop build, but I'm good with it. My friend Dennis arrived with his parts like a Jawa getting ready for an intergalactic swap meet, and it was awesome. So thank you, my friend, for sharing. And thank all of you for watching yet again as we build something out of nothing.